Good day everyone, and welcome back once again to the channel. This is of course the month of Yabe.
Yabe!
So we're continuing our Yandere mangas and other ones that are kind of, well, sketchy. That I might not recommend, but I have read and I wanted to tell you about them. This is of course the one we're going to talk about today, is Uwa Koi. Now if you've heard me talk about Uwa Koi before, it contains the single greatest Yandere ever in the worst manga ever made. And I might be hyperbolic on that fact, but this manga is like if you mix the worst parts of school days, Fururediary, and teen romance and all those K-dramas together in a blender, and you got the result. That's it. Now, as I said, this contains the best Yandere that I've ever read. Her name is Yuno. Not that you know. This you know. The boy's name, if you couldn't guess, is Yukiteru, which is the same name as Yuki in, yes, you guessed it, Fururediary. That is where the similarities end. So, how do I describe this manga without screaming or going into madness? You know how in school days the protagonist is a complete scumbag and you don't feel sorry for him when he has his head lopped off by the Yandere? Well, guess what? I'm not sure what made Itosugi Masahiro write this manga in 2011, but I'm sure it was the fever dream of watching Fururediary and maybe play school days on a computer or something, and you thought, oh, I can mix them together and make something even worse. But that's it, yeah. It originally was published by Shonen Gahosha. There's only 36 chapters, thank God, but those 36 chapters do drag on. And if it wasn't for Yuno, I would never ever mention this manga or recommend it to people. Now, Yuno's scenes for her Yandereism are in a few chapters. The rest of it is just him being, well, I hate using this term, but a slut. And he's just basically a male slut. He is involved with really terrible people. He allows certain things to influence him, and even when he has basically a girl who says, sleep with me only and ignore the others and I'll let you do what you want, he's still a complete horrible person. Again, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone to read except for the Yandere moments. Now, I don't understand how the writer Itosugi Masahiro can write such a wonderful Yandere in such a garbage manga, but I've said that before and I'll say it again. Do I recommend this manga? Certainly not. Not unless you really like Yanderes and have never read it. People really either really love this manga or really hate it, and I can understand why. If you really like school days and really like the conclusion to school days, you're going to love this. If you really hated school days, you're going to hate this. But saying that, there is a lot to see here in the artwork. There is a lot to see here in the backgrounds. There is a lot to see here in the designs, but there's also a lot of, I wouldn't call it plagiarism exactly, maybe fan service, especially to names and to people. Rina looks a lot like Ayase from a certain Oromio, except with longer hair. But Yuno is really great. I really like her design. I really think she's awesome. Yukiteru is a scumbag, and ultimately what happens to him, he deserves. Rina, on the other hand, is rather a sad character, and while she does survive in the end, there's spoilers for a manga that's 14 years old. It's going to come to shock to no one, especially if you're familiar with School Days and the manga I mentioned. But yeah, that's it. Uwa Koi. Read it if you really like Yanderes, but be expected to relive a dumpster fire. That is School Days, but worse. That's it. Yep. So I've been Trix. You've been you. Do take care of yourselves, and next time we're going to talk about a wonderful manga that I've posted a couple of pictures of online, and that is of course really, really awesome. So look forward to that. Thank you everyone for your time. Do take care of yourselves, and bye bye.